woman talks about the moment bullets came flying into her Lexington home, why she believes the shooter had the wrong house.
The mother of a missing Kentucky teenager is pleading for her to come home before she gets hurt.
And a man playing chicken on a Lexington road nearly hits a police officer head-on.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Frightening moments overnight for a family inside their Lexington home.
Someone fired shots into the home on Birkwood Drive, that's off Liberty Road, around midnight. 2 adults and 3 children were inside at the time. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel talks to the mother about their terrifying experience.
Residents are shocked to hear that shots were fired in this Lexington neighborhood.
Last night I was laying in my bed preparing for bed, and what I thought was fireworks going off was actually my house being shot up.
This woman, who asked us to alter her voice, has lived at this Birkwood Drive home for 8 years.
A very close-knit residential community, children, all the adults, we are all working class.
Just after midnight, the unfamiliar sound of gunshots rang out in this neighborhood. Police recovered 7 shell casings from the scene. Bullets went through the window, garage, and even a car.
It's really scary because you wouldn't think that something like this would happen in our neighborhood.
Neighbors say this area is usually safe, but recently that's changed.
Here lately, we've had people breaking in cars. Someone broke into my wife's car and took her wedding rings up the street, the same house. A lot of fighting going on there.
While it appears this house was targeted, the woman who lives here with her 3 children doesn't believe the bullets were meant for her family.
You know, I hope whoever did this, that they're actually viewing this now to let them know that whoever you were intended to hurt, it was not the correct family. And I'm still going to pray for you.
Now, thankfully, no one was injured in this shooting. At this point, police are still trying to figure out who is responsible. In Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
The woman we talked to says she rents the home and she plans to move out as soon as she can. One day after being spotted in South Carolina, police say 2 missing Kentucky teenagers showed up in Georgia. Police say 13-year-old Cheyenne Phillips and 18-year-old Dalton Hayes are on a multi-state crime spree. Wednesday, police say they were seen in Manning, South Carolina, in a truck stolen from Kentucky. An Atlanta TV station reports police in Henry County, Georgia, found that stolen truck last night. Police say the truck the teens stole had several guns inside. You'll hear from the runaway girl's mother on why she's worried her daughter will get hurt. That's coming up on WKYT News at 5:30.
Police say he nearly hit a police officer and some other cars head-on while playing a game of chicken. Lexington police arrested 20-year-old Dominique Blackford yesterday. WKYT Sam Smith talked with police about some close calls.
This is where Dominique Blackford was arrested, here at the intersection of 7th and Maple.
2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, Lexington police say Blackford was driving around 80 miles per hour in the wrong direction and nearly hit a police officer. Police say Blackford was playing chicken with cars eastbound on 7th Street. Police say Blackford nearly hit an officer's car head on. That officer said he saw Blackford do the same thing to 2 other drivers before another officer stopped him. Police say Blackford told police he was just playing. He's charged with wanton endangerment, driving with no seatbelt, and violation of a permit. He's had other traffic violations in the past. He's been charged with speeding and careless driving previously.
Now, we're not talking about on the freeway or New Circle Road. This was in the city. So, highly dangerous situation. We're just very fortunate that nobody was hurt.
As of now, Blackford doesn't face any more charges, but that could change as the investigation and the court process continues. In Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
A judge allowed Blackford to be released from jail to his mother's house as long as he does not leave or drive a car. That sun looked great out there.
Yes.
The weekend bringing a welcome change when it comes to our weather.
You may actually be able to trade your winter coat for a jacket. Let's check in with WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris, it's a gorgeous Friday.
It really is. You know what? I've already got the hoodie sweatshirt laid out for tomorrow. It's going to be that mild with temperatures in the 50s. So we're shaking off the ice and the little bit of snow and the cold weather we've had over the past couple of weeks. And it's been a very cold January. It's been a dreary January, too, all the way back through November and December. So any sunshine we get right now is like gold out there. 43 in Lexington. Visibility as far basically as the eye can see. Humidity is 60%, so it's up a little bit today. So we don't have as much static electricity building up in the air as what we've been seeing with that Arctic air over the past couple of weeks. Live First Alert Defender, not a whole lot showing up. Northeastern Kentucky, I know, I'm sitting here and I'm talking about just everybody getting it on so much in the way of sunshine. Yet across the I-64 corridor, Bath County, Rowan County, north from there, we've been struggling with low clouds pretty much all day long. You've been the only part of the state seeing the low clouds that have been hanging tough. But as we roll our way into tomorrow, focus of the forecast is on the great start to the weekend, because you know what? Everybody should get in on the sunshiny action as we go into our Saturday. It's once we go into Sunday we track a cold front in here. Hour by hour forecast, guys, will show you how warm temperatures get tomorrow, then how quickly they drop behind that front for Sunday. That's in less than 10 minutes.
When a large-scale accident happens, it takes a lot of people to get control of the scene, help the victims, and figure out what happened.
In the case of a deadly plane crash in western Kentucky that killed 4 people with just 1 young girl surviving, it took 13 agencies. Yesterday, they came together to do something that's common after these situations. They talked about what they did right, what they did wrong, and what they could have done better. Robert Bradfield reports in a story that's new at 4:30.
Workers from 13 agencies spent almost 2 hours looking for the plane. Among them was one of the first on scene January 2nd, Kentucky State Police Lieutenant Brent White. He spoke to the only survivor, 7-year-old Sailor Gutzler.
If she survived, there would be other survivors, and that just wasn't the case.
Thursday night, the emergency teams who were involved in the ground search talked about the overall mission to find the plane and Gutzler's 4 family members. He says while coordinating the search seemed to go smoothly, there were some things that could be fixed.
They may not be overt to the public, but it may be something that behind the scenes we as leaders of our respective agencies would like to tweak.
Among them, better communication. White says having the first responders on the same page could enhance searching techniques, including making sure radios are working and on the same frequency.
Make sure that those are all labeled the same in each agency's radio so that they can be quickly referenced in time of emergency.
Lyon County Judge Executive Wade White says his county trains for these types of situations every month, but hearing from different agencies could benefit everyone.
Overall, I think our response was better than expected for a small county, and I credit these volunteers that we've got.
White applauded the effort of those volunteers and says one of the other takeaways is listening to who's in charge and working together for a common goal.
Services were held last Friday for 3 of those 4 crash victims: Marty Gutzler, his wife Kim, and their 9-year-old daughter Piper. Another family member, 14-year-old Sierra Wilder, was also laid to rest last week.
Crews spent this afternoon working to repair a water main break that caused traffic troubles in Lexington this morning. Kentucky American Water says 2 left turn lanes on westbound New Circle Road were blocked at North Broadway. The water main break happened around 4 this morning. The repair work wrapped up around 2:30 this afternoon. Road crews were called to put down salt because the water was freezing on the road. Kentucky American says the leak was weather-related.
Did many of you out there think that last year was a hot one temperature-wise? NASA agrees with you.
NASA scientists say last year was the warmest on Earth since 1880, surpassing prior records set in 2005 and 2010. NASA says all but one of the 10 warmest years on record have happened since 2000, signaling a long-term warming of the planet. The University of Kentucky gymnastics team begins a new season tonight with Excite Night.
Deanne Stevens is out and about from the Nutter Center, where they're preparing for the Kentucky Classic. Hey, Deanne.
Good afternoon, guys. It is a very exciting time on the University of Kentucky campus, where tonight is Excite Night for the UK gymnastics team kicking off the season. Shelby Hilton is with us now, and Shelby is a senior from Florida. It's got to be a little bit sad to see your last Excite Night here.
It definitely is, but it's going to be a lot of fun because then put in a lot of work for this so the fans get to see that.
Talk about the work that you guys do put into being on a UK athletic team.
Well, preseason, it's a long time, and we do a lot of conditioning and just do a lot of routines to prepare for it.
All right, we are watching Miss Kayla Hartley here. She is a senior from Kentucky, Versailles, Kentucky, at that very talented athlete.
Yes, she is. She's an all-SEC athlete on the bars and on floor. She's one of our best bar swingers, and she'll show you we have to get our handstands, and she's doing giants just to prepare for her dismount.
Okay, so that meet tonight, who are you guys competing against?
We're competing against LSU and Arizona State.
Who are, all three of you are top 25 teams?
Yes, we are.
And that's big time, right?
Yes, it is. It's going to be a fun meet.
What will folks see tonight?
They'll see it's going to be a great competition because the numbers are pretty close. So they'll see a lot of girls with like big skills, so it'll be fun.
And a lot of activities for the whole family, I understand. A lot of things kicking off. 5:30, doors open at Memorial Coliseum. 6:30, the activities start. And then at 7 o'clock, the meet will kick off for Excite Night. Good luck to the University of Kentucky gymnastics team. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
All right. They're in tremendous shape.
Absolutely.
Great athletes. One of Julianne Moore's co-stars is calling her a genius, plus the winner of the Critics' Choice Movie Awards.
Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
American Sniper opens nationwide today. The film is in the running for a Best Picture Oscar. It's based on the life of Navy SEAL Chris Kyle. Kyle's widow says the film is opening an important dialogue about the struggles of military families.
For decades in the past and decades in the future, this is kind of the deal when you have people who love each other and also feel a calling to serve.
Sienna Miller plays Taya on screen and says she worked hard to capture her spirit. The movie Still Alice is opening in limited release with a heartbreaking look at the devastation of Alzheimer's disease. Julianne Moore is nominated for an Academy Award for her role as an Ivy League professor losing her memory. Co-star Kristen Stewart describes Moore's acting as genius.
It's not just imaginative or curious or brave, it's also like technical, and like she's a surgeon, yet she's also like the most soulful, uninhibited, like wild energy. I don't know, she's incredible.
This is Moore's 5th Academy Award nomination. And on the same day as the Oscar nods, movie critics picked their own winners. Former NFL star Michael Strahan hosted the Critics' Choice Movie Awards, where Best Picture went to Boyhood. And Nathan Lane will take home this year's Monte Cristo Award. The trophy honors his outstanding achievements in American theater. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
We have a programming note to pass along. Time Warner Cable has moved the channel position for the CW Lexington in several communities.
The change is only for analog customers. In Richmond, Berea, Winchester, and Nicholasville, the CW Lexington will now be on the Time Warner channel number 11. In Mount Sterling, Moorhead, Flemingsburg, and Tollsboro, it'll now be on channel 12. In Georgetown, Paris, and Cynthiana, it's channel 7. And in Harrodsburg and Versailles, channel 8. Again, this is only for analog customers. For digital subscribers, the CW Lexington will remain on channel 99.
Well, it is a nice end to the week, and tomorrow looks even better.
I know, Chris, I'm just loving today. Not a cloud in the sky, the sun.
Yeah, picture perfect for anybody, Amber Philpott, that had a 3-day weekend today. They're doing something right out there. Beautiful weather across the Bluegrass State on this Friday. Plenty of sunshine. Let's check out some of those live cams. You see the sun in Lexington, in Florence, in Frankfort, and down in Corbin, where we had snow yesterday on the interstate. Today, not so much at 45 degrees. And again, everybody getting in on the sunshiny act for now. Northeastern Kentucky, a little bit of cloud cover hanging from the Moorhead area to Ashland and points to the north, though the rest of the region on Life First Alert Defender has absolutely nothing that is going on. This same sweep will carry us through not only tonight, but into our Saturday and most of Saturday night. We will change it up, though, on Sunday as a weak cold front blows into town with some rain or snow showers and a drop in temperatures. We'll talk more about that coming up a little later.
Got a couple of problems. One's on the inner loop of Man o' War. It's between Riadosa and Richmond Road. Looks like a stalled car that's blocking out the right lane, plus some sun delays there, too. And that's causing issues with about a 15-minute backup on the inner loop of Man o' War coming up on Richmond Road. Outbound Leestown through the construction zone, 10 minutes worth of slowdown there. And there's a concert downtown tonight, so we're starting to see traffic get slow on South Broadway and North Broadway. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Don. To become a WKYT Live driver and download the Waze app, go to WKYT.com. Under the News tab, click on Traffic for more information. An unusual theft, a tumble on TV, and a man busted selling fake whiskey. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
A woman's wardrobe is used to help her conceal a crime, literally. Police in Costa Rica say surveillance video from a retail store shows a woman, yep, you just saw it. While one keeps watch, she flipped up her full skirt and put a box television between her legs. She then walks off camera looking pretty normal, as best you can with that. The two women are still on the run, but probably not moving very fast with that stuck between her legs.
I don't think it would be hard to spot her.
I said that.
It's an old saying in showbiz, no matter what happens, the show must go on. That's exactly what happened on yesterday's episode of The Price is Right. Announcer George Gray was showing off by walking backwards on a treadmill when he fell flat on his back, but he did not miss a beat and continued announcing details of the prizes. His ribs were a little sore, probably his pride as well, because host Drew Carey could not stop poking fun at him. Whoops.
There he goes. And I have called this the disgusting story of the day, or at least of the 30 minutes we hear at 4:30. A man convicted of fraud for selling bottles of urine to tourists, claiming it was whiskey. Police say the man in England told people the bottles contained Jack Daniels and Smirnoff vodka. The Blackpool Gazette reports lab work revealed, though, the bottles had no alcohol in them, but were just water-laced with urine and feces. Let's hope he spends some time behind bars.
And let's hope nobody drank them.
Yes. All right. Go ahead.
Well, we're glad you're with us here on WKYT. Here's what's coming up at 5.